He got shot, and they shot. That's a kid. They shot him. Kid ain't nothing about 11 years old, man. On one shot, they shot that kid, man.
I am gun. I serve and protect. Serve whoever uses me. Injury and death is my delivery. I protect the one standing at the living end of my destruction. I am gun. Status symbol for the ultra alpha male. Mega bias for the manhood I sell. Top of the picking peck. Whenever I show up, I get respect. I need no friends. Having enemies is where my potential begins. My mouth spits sins. For many, I am the end. I do not play. Terror is what I convey. I'll take your breath away. I am gun. Run. Death statistics. For war junkies, I'm the fix. Revoke your right to life license. I erase potential, remove the essential, delete destiny, rob nations of their humanity. I am gun. My voice is loud, I clear the crowd, I make my point. When I speak, I don't win, I defeat. I end discussions with bad beginnings. The stories I tell have no happy endings. I silence debate, intimidate, humiliate, deliver fate. I am gun. The grim reaper, the grief bringer, the fatal finger. The cold of my skin is the chill of death. My calling cards are the chalk marks that are left. Loss, woe, disbelief, oh God, no, are the seeds I sow. Don't mistake my pointing as teasing, for I know not reason. I am gun. Destroyer of fun, partial to none, separator of loved ones. Serve and protect? Sorrow and regret are my effect. Although not natural to God's kingdom, you rise me proudly in your salute to freedom. Though I am not the primary cause, pause. Just your instrument. The chords of pain I play are for real, notes that kill, still. You think I'm the solution? What I really am is your choice of execution. I am gun.
This past weekend, at least 52 people were shot, 8 of them killed in a wave of violence across the city.
This evening, while Chicago police were investigating the shooting of 2 men at 79th and Escanaba, shots rang out nearby.
5 shot, including a 1-year-old girl.
Y'all in the wrong neighborhood. Y'all should go to Inglewood. That's where I'm from. I'm from Southside Inglewood. They call this the jungle, but I don't think it's the jungle. I think Inglewood the jungle. I made this shirt for my cousin Ladarius. He got shot 12 times. And my other cousin, they got killed 2 weeks after Ladarius got killed. I'm trying to honor his death, cause like it won't be the same without him.
All this gun violence makes me crazy. It makes me wonder about my future.
With all the gun violence, I do fear for my future.
I was concerned about the gun violence, but now that I know what I want to do in the future, I think I have a chance of making it out.
Yeah, I'm concerned about my future with all these guns. A lot. I want to graduate from high school and go play football for college and go straight to the NFL.
I've been through a lot with all that, like losing loved ones off of arguments, just petty arguments, and then they end up getting shot. One of my cousins got shot in the neck, so.
I personally think we should eliminate guns because most people are getting guns from other people and they basically setting a bounty on somebody else's head because they go mess around and kill somebody else with the gun that they bought for somebody else. It's basically like that somebody else won the other somebody else to kill them. It's like we getting guns and we eliminating ourselves, just killing ourselves for no reason.
All the stuff that's going on,
It's not cool at all. You could just be innocent walking down the street. Innocent, just doing anything. Being innocent. And you might get caught up in something on the streets. Just because.
Anything can happen between today and tomorrow. You don't know if you'll be living or not. That's why you gotta make every day the last.
The neighborhood I live in, it's not really safe, because I really don't like to go outside because of the shooting that I was in.
You gotta think ahead, just in case something go wrong. Like, say for instance, you got a job right now. You gotta think like, something go wrong, you die something, you should have enough money to get a casket or something.
To silence the violence, we have to stop the flow of guns into the city.
It's easy to get a gun from me. I actually holded a gun before.
To be honest, I don't really think it's a way to stop gun violence out here. Like, I think it's just, like, it has to do with the government. Like, we not getting guns out of nowhere. If you want a gun, if you thirsty for a gun, you can get it.
It's too easy to get guns in Chicago.
The only thing I hear on the news is, oh yeah, black child on the south side just got shot in the head. Oh, that's something great to hear in the morning. Oh, a black juvenile shot somebody in the head this morning. Oh, cool.
The way people are hanging around the streets and homicides are going on, and now there's police brutality. The streets are like very bad right now.
Really, most of the homicides happening because police killing us, and we, the black people, is getting guns and all kind of race, and we just shooting each other up.
If motherfuckers try to take some people's guns, then they could like go get more guns. It's easy to get a gun around.
Chicago has more legal guns than any other city.
I got into the game, like, I was, the main reason because they made me feel like I'm a part of them. Like, when I'm with them, there's no one that can come between, so it's just us. Like, they with me no matter what, dude. Death do us part, you know? Like, so, you know, I just fell in love with that. I just fell in love, like, how they made me feel, like, what we did together, how we had them laughs, how we just, like, brothers. If I got in a fight, they gonna fight.
And then they probably give you a task. If you complete all of it, and then you want out, they probably try to give you some extra stuff. So you sell a weed and stuff, they give you some of the profit.
There's no way to stay out of gangs because it's so hard. Because most of these gang bangers and shit, they force you to join a gang, and it's family heritage. So you're forced to be in it, and then we're in Chicago. People call it Chirac because of all the homicides and stuff. So it's hard to stay out of gang around here.
They play a real big role in it, cause like once you feel like you family in they gang, like you gonna want to do anything you want, and you gonna do anything they want you to do for them. So that's like they give you that love and that attention you want. So it's like you gonna go out there and do what you got to do for them. So if they tell you you gotta go rob somebody, you gotta go shoot somebody, stab somebody, take that lady's purse, you gonna do it.
Me and a couple of friends were at this park, and we were sitting there talking. Then, like 4 or 5, maybe 3 or 4 cars of Evanston police came. But first it was one car. It came, and this was like walking to, like he got out the car and started walking towards us. So I'm thinking, oh, he finna grab one of these kids up in the park. He told us four to come here. So I'm like, what did I do? What did I do for the police to come and just grab me? So after he pulled us to the side, 3 other police cars came. It was only one black police officer, a white police officer. Actually, it was 2 white police officers and a girl police officer. Before the 3 cars, before the 3 people came out their cars, me and one of my friends, since we were the 2 fastest out of the group, we ran. And then the white police officer tried to chase after us. He pulled out his gun and told us to stop before he shoot. So we stopped, turned around, I walked over there. And they got our information, my mom's number, address, all of that. and they took us. Like, they put the handcuffs on. Like, I don't know what they did to them, to the other people. But for me, I was with the black officer, so he didn't put my handcuffs on too tight, or I just got in the car. He took me to the Evanston police station. And I stayed in there for a while, like almost 24 hours before they even tried to call my mom. Told us they were putting in the files or reports or whatever.
If they're like shooting people for no reason, why would you want to become a police if you're doing this? So they can remind themselves why they're policemen. Like, oh, that's why I'm here to save people. I'm here to help the poor and stuff.
I already know what's going on with the police and stopping black males. Why would I want to be a black male that's in a bad environment if I already know it's a lot of homicides going on because you just hanging on the streets? I could just get caught up in something from coming home from school. The police arrived and they tell us to get on the car or whatever, and I'm like, what I do? I'm not finna go right now because I didn't do nothing. So my first thought in my head was, I gotta get out of here. I need to run. We finally surrendered or whatever. So he put the cuffs on me real tight, like extra tight. Like I couldn't feel no blood circulating. He put me in the car, hit my head on the car, and then I'm like, I didn't even do nothing. So I'm sitting in jail. I had to stay there for 24 hours. They said they was gonna call my mama, but they never did. And I had to stay there for 24 hours before they released me. Had to take the bus and the train just to get back home.
I had a few interactions with police before. Some were good, some were bad, but I feel like this situation was bad. I was walking to my grandma's house one time, and I had stepped into the gas station not knowing that someone was about to rob the gas station. And the police, they came up to me as if I was one of the guys that was robbing the store, and I wasn't. And they put me in the back of the car or whatever, and they wrote my name and stuff down and just took my information. They assumed that I was involved in robbing the store.
The police are supposed to serve and protect. But some police, not all, just some, just harass people for no reason. Like, they mostly killing young black kids, and then they harassing them. Like, from my experience, they put the cuffs on and stuff, hit my head on the door, like, for no reason. Like, they just being way too aggressive. I understand being a little bit aggressive, trying to get me under control, but they being way too aggressive.
Everybody gotta have a yin and a yang, like, okay, yeah, that happened. It's not like it was the first time that happened. It's not like the first time I all of a sudden been disrespected or the first time that I'd have been disrespected by an officer.
Their role is supposed to protect everyone that's in their environment. Protect everyone. But right now, the way, it's not all cops, but it's like a lot of cops. The way the environment is, I'm not just saying in this environment, but in Chicago and in the U.S. period, it's a lot of police brutality.
The role police play is to serve and protect. Police go out on the streets every day risking their lives for us. They also help us as a community.
So like it was hard for them to catch me. And I don't never get tired, like when I'm scared.
When I think about the police, I think life or death. Because life, I chose life because when the police come, I think, oh, I'm safe, the police are here. But then at the same time, I think death because of the things that I'm hearing, the police shooting innocent black people for no reason around here. Like, the police is like safe, but unsafe at the same time.
It was a certain interaction, kind of like altercation with the police where I guess I said the wrong thing and he ain't like that. So, you feel me? I got beat, yeah. It's okay though. You know, I still got up. Like, at the time, you feel me? I felt like as long as I got up from that fight, I was cool. Because if I would have been shot or something, it would have been a different situation.
Some of the interactions I had with the police, it been like violent ones. Like, I just got in fights with them, arguments. They usually pull guns out on me. Like, never goes good. They just like so aggressive towards me. Like they always like think I'm lying or something. Like claim I'm lying, or like think I'm some suspect in some type of crime. That's how they treat me.
For me, the experiences with the police are bad. One day, me and my homeboys were walking from school to his crib because he got a room in his backyard. And then the police pull up and then they started checking us and shit just because it was me and most of them were black. And just because we were blasting music, of course they started checking our book bags, they started patting us, looking for weed, guns and shit.
Role of the police, I really don't have no grudge against them. But even though what they did to me, I still don't have no grudge against them because they doing what they need to do. But I think they still need to be a little more trustworthy to kids, but they should know when kids have guns in it, you know.
My experiences with the police have been good because I met them in the Boys to Men program.
What I think we can do to silence the violence is to bring more programs to the neighborhood to help stop the violence, and also the police can put in a little more effort because they are there to help us, but not always.
I think the police officers of Chicago, and at least in the United States as well, they should understand the demographics of the community that they're serving. They should get to know the people. Let's say I'm from Mississippi and I just go to Milwaukee. I don't know anybody there, but I'm a police officer. I don't know anybody in Milwaukee. A good police officer would do. They want to know the community, get to learn the people better.
We end the gun violence by stopping the racism first, and then we come together as a community to come together and talk about how we should stop racism and stop blaming the cops for shooting people because they are just protecting themselves and protecting others at the same time. When you get in a problem, who do you call first? Police. So I feel like it's just all pointed to police.
Get to talk to your cops as well. Get to talk to the people that are protecting and serving your community. When I was walking home from school, I saw this poster. It said, have a cup of coffee with a cop. And so strangers were walking down the street, having a cup of coffee, getting to know your police officers, black, white, Latino, and I even seen a Hindu police officer. And so people in your community get to know the people that are protecting you is the biggest thing that you can do.
There's be all this gun violence, and everybody always talking about gun violence, gun violence, gun violence. First, you have to find out who's really committing the gun violence. You can't just say blacks, you just can't say whites, you just can't say Latinos, you can't just say police.
Take the guns off the street and the drugs that's making people do the crazy things.
And music is famous these days, so I suggest like they should have rappers, songwriters, all of that to come up with a song that has meaning in your heart about guns and how is it dangerous, and you need to stop it because guns is a bad thing to use in the streets, especially because there's many lives lost in the streets than in wars.
We should really ask the parents of like soon-to-be gangbangers. Like we should ask those parents, is your son or daughter coming home late, or is he smelling like weed? Is he coming with a lot of friends more? Is he hiding in your room just talking to his friends on the phone and hearing, yeah, we're gonna do that tonight?
More police is not the answer. We also need jobs and opportunities.
I think more activities like for teens to be in so they wouldn't be on the street selling drugs and having guns and all that.
Especially it depends on their age. If they grown men hanging on the streets, like have them get a job or something, like keep them occupied, doing something, they're hanging on the streets, smoking dope or doing whatever they're doing. But if it's like teenagers, kids, like keep them occupied in school. Have them go to school, get their education, and get them involved in sports or something that they're interested in instead of hanging around on the streets.
More safe basketball courts and places to go is a better use of money.
I would tell them like stay off the streets, get into more books and reading, because that's what life at, like in sports. You would become way bigger, better and bigger person than I was, instead of running around gang banging, trying to be the person that got money and designer from selling drugs and stuff, shooting people, taking their money and stuff, and robbing.
I would like to give a huge thank you to Officer Sisk for an amazing gift that I received from him. That means a lot to me. He remembered my favorite team. He means a lot to me, and he's a huge role model for me. I look up to him. I respect everything that he does, and I wish for the best of him.
Well, what I tell another teenager or child, like I tell them, like, you ain't gotta worry about what everybody think. Don't try to just feed off of attention. It's gonna get better. Like, focus on your future, cause like that's gonna be the main path. You can't just worry about right now. Right now, it mess you up. Like if you keep thinking, oh, I gotta be cool for them. I gotta, oh yeah. If I say this to a teacher, everybody gonna laugh. Like I understand that y'all want that attention, but like it's not the right way. Trying to go down the gang way, trying to fit in with everybody. It's not the right way. I understand people be having problems with their family and stuff, but like so you gotta get through it. Well, what I want to be, I'm trying to get into electrical engineering, like, and I always want to pursue rapping and playing football. So there's many things I want to do. So, and my teachers used to say things like, you're just gonna end up in jail or you're gonna end up dead. That's what most of them tell you. Like they'll tell you real life, like they just try to throw you down, like, but you can't let that keep you down. So you just gotta be focused. At first I believed it, like I ain't gonna be nothing, but then I start seeing all the things, the possibilities and the things I do, like how fast I learn, how fast I catch on. So it made me realize like I got a lot of talent and I can do as many things as I want to.
I miss my brothers, ain't no one others. Nigga be snake, gotta watch him. Yo nigga grew up, gotta stay with them phone. You know them niggas be watching. Police on our ass, gotta get to this cash. We grew up too fast and made mama sad. Like how did we turn out so bad? But look, big bro told me keep grinding. He gave me light, I'm shining. He told me stop that whining. Real niggas don't do no crime. But why my people keep dying? They mad how we be flying. He said don't worry, keep climbing. But bro, I'm out here trying.